When I'm walking Luna on the leash, I always make sure that that it's loose, but not too loose. You don't want to have all this slack here, because then if you have to do a little prompt that slows her down, if she goes ahead of you, then it's going to be too long. So you want to just have it choked up like this, a little tiny little bit of slack so it's not tight, and coming out the back of your hand, not the front like this. You won't have any leverage like this because you're basically holding on with your thumb. So you want to have it coming out the back of your hand. The part that goes to her comes out the back there. And this, I'd hang on your thumb, and then you can take up the slack like this. So you're not wrapping anything up, you're not bunching it up. You can use it. It's an effective way to use the leash. So you want to walk her on the clock in training mode. You're ready to go like this. You pat your leg and say, okay. And see how she's next to me? If she walks a little bit faster, you can just do little prompts like that. If you're practicing, okay, going left like this, turning into her like this, she's always going to be next to you. And if she lags behind, don't pull her to catch up. Coax her. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Like that. So you're never pulling her around. Oh, you mean, okay. Stay out of the sun here. Maybe you want to stand there. So see, I'm doing these circles. Whenever I'm walking her, I'm always doing a circle. Sit. You can do a circle and sit. Okay. Do another full circle. Okay, sit, good. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna go that way to stay out of the sun. Okay. Walk straight for about 10 feet or so, do a left circle. See how she's drawn back to me? If I go left, I'm gonna stop facing the camera here. Sit, good. Doing left circles, even if you do just 3 or 4 or 5 a day like that, when you're walking, it's such a good exercise to do to teach a dog to walk next to you without pulling. And you have her sit, she waits to be released again or to allowed to walk with you again. You can also do that circle, have her sit, step away from her, practice a little sit stay. All these things make her really calm when she's walking with you, so that you never go back to those times when she pulled you all over the place on the leash. Okay, just things like that, making sure that leash is loose. And then if she walks too fast or she's going ahead of you a little bit, it's just a little prompt like that. You're not really supposed to be correcting her. Corrections are highly overused, and if you're always correcting her and really, bearing down on her like that, she's going to get used to it. She's going to build up a mental and a physical callus to being jerked and yanked around all the time, and that's going to stress her out as well, and she'll pull worse then. So you're always going to do things the way we show you on this video. Okay, if she goes ahead of you, it's just a little prompt to slow her down. If she swings out, you do your little left turn to draw her back next to you. Sit. Do your consecutive sits like this. Okay. Sit. Okay. Sit. Okay. Sit. All these things slow her down when she's walking with you. And if you want to give her free time, just pat her chest, and no, she has to wait until you actually pat her chest with your right hand. Pat her chest and say, see how she stopped herself right there? You're never restraining her like this. So you're never going like this. Leash is always loose. If you're restraining her, she's going to lean forward and you'll always be holding her in place. So it's always a loose leash. Go. That's how you release her.